time for spoilers for the Space Wolves. Galaxy in Flames Wave 2 today. What up, everybody? Scuff D here, and we are about to do spoilers for Space Wolves Galaxy in Flames. The cards that the Space Wolves are getting, or some of the cards, not all of the cards, but some of the cards that the Space Wolves are getting for this wave release. And before we do that, really quick, the channel is so close to 1,000 subs, and if I get 1,000 subs, I'm able to monetize to some degree. That may help the channel, help the podcast, help me continue to put out content. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing, or think about it if you enjoy the content that I've been doing over the last 3 years here. If you're not sure about the content I've done in the last 3 years, feel free to check out the channel and all the different playlists we've got between deck lists, training cages, Lodge Wars, World Cup tournaments, the Warp Chatter podcast. There's a lot of stuff there, but plugs out of the way. Now it's time for Space Wolf spoilers. So before we do the actual spoilers here, everybody, if you don't know, the Galaxy in Flames Wave 2 is adding new cards for more Astartes Legions. This wave will feature cards for the Space Wolves, the Ultramarines, the Dark Angels, the Iron Warriors, the Thousand Suns, and the Word Bearers. So Night Lords fans, sorry, you're going to have to wait 2 more weeks. I'm sure it'll be worth it. I'm sure it'll be a terrifying Christmas. It'll be like a Black Christmas. If you haven't seen Black Christmas, it's really scary. But enough of horror movies that we shouldn't be watching right now. Let's talk about spoilers. Space Wolf spoilers. First off, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off really slow here. This one here I'm going to get out of the way, because you don't need to see me, you need to see the cards. Hemtill Squad. Hemtill Squad's got draw pod. After this troop attacks, create Hemtill Squad in your hand. I really like this concept of adding some more drop pod troops to the Space Wolves, because they really are lacking in terms of drop pod support. They have a couple cards that create drop pod concepts, right? We got Stalk the Stars, we've got Odin Command Squad. It's very the idea is there, but that's really all there is to it. This actually is a very kind of a similar version to the Dark Angels quest troop that creates a copy of the troop. But this one here, this just has to attack. What I like about this especially is if you are able to buff the health of this troop so that it can get multiple attacks, and there is a variety of ways to buff the health of troops with Space Wolves, you can actually have this one troop pump out several copies of itself over the course of a game. So things such as Fire and Ice, Bulvi, Oath or Weird Make. I mean, he can make one card turn into multiple cards, and in the late game you could really potentially flood the board with a bunch of Hemtill Squads if you wanted to go that way. So very nice. It's decent rare. It gives some troop options if you're not looking for that specific thing. Now if you are looking for something more along the lines like, well, what about Russ? Russ needs some love. Well, how about Punitive Strike? Let's talk about Punitive Strike here. Put in play 2 Culber Hunters, and if you aren't aware what a Culber Hunter is, remember it's that 2/3 flanker that pops up here. So you're right away for 4 energy, getting 2 of those. This is really devastating. This is a great answer to several of the token decks that we're seeing out there, or decks that drop multiple cards at 4 energy or 5 or 3. If you can answer with the Punitive Strike, not only do you have 2 flankers to deal with whatever's being dropped, but then also if you're playing with Leman Russ, you're triggering his pack attack even faster. It is very punitive. It's punishing. How dare they? How dare they? So we've gone over a rare, we've gone over a common. I like both of these cards so far. It's time for the mission. The mission, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, Sons of Fenris, there it is. Mission: attack with a friendly troop 10 times. Reward Howl of the Wolf King. Now you know that it's easy enough to attack 10 times with a troop in Space Wolf decks, because they are a troop focused faction for the most part. I mean, that there's no ways about it. They can get Bloodthirst on several of their units already come with that. You've got packs that allow for them to attack multiple times. You've got lots of flanking troops. This is a mission that is very doable. It's very nice. What is the reward, you might say? Well, all mission rewards are pretty decent, and this one I like as well. I think it complements the style that the Space Wolves need to see. Your Warlord gains pack, give +1/+1 to your troops. I love the Howl of the Wolf King. I really enjoy this art. This art is from the Wolfsbane book, where Leman Russ travels to the Underverse and he confronts the Wolf King. Earl King, I think is his name here, and he basically has got some trials in his hall, and there's a bunch of wolfing about, and this is just good stuff. This is just solid in-house art. I really appreciate that, but I really like this pack. Give +1/+1 to your troops, because it can turn your warlords at that point who have been buffing your troops, whether that is, again, with Othar or with Bolvi, maybe even with, I can't really say Giger, but you know what, Giger or Gregor, however you want to pronounce it, he's going to attack anyways. So if he's attacking and giving +1/+1 to your troops, that seems pretty good. And how about if they throw down Bloodclaw and he's attacking twice? Then he's getting them +2/+2 in one turn, as well as, obviously doing some decent damage. This is a great mission. This is really cool. I really like all of these cards here that we've revealed for spoilers. These are really nice, and I'm excited for it. I've been playing the Space Wolves actually this last week, especially just because I saw these spoilers and I was like, oh man, I got it to try. So I hope you guys are getting psyched. I hope you're ready for it. This is just one batch of spoils we're going to be getting this week. I hope it kicks off the hype for you. I hope you stay hyped. Keep playing Legions, and we'll talk to you next time.